Okay, guys, welcome back, man. First and foremost, as always, I appreciate you guys, man. That's been watching from the beginning. That's been following, commenting, liking. I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. So I'm not sure how the algorithm on YouTube goes, but if you guys is watching, man, if you can go ahead and punch on that like button for me, I greatly appreciate it, man. Let me ask a question, man. Are you guys guilty of judging? Um, Before you know someone's story, making an assumption about people before you even know the actual truth. Do you even have to have the truth today? Or do you just have to be first? You know, you're either misinformed or um, uninformed. So, you know what they say, judging somebody does not define who they are, it defines who you are. So instead of judging people, we should be uplifting people, man. We should be finding out their story, man, to see if they need a helping hand or whatever, man. Reach out. Stop thinking about yourself all the time. You know, and this ain't a preacher. This ain't a preach, man. This is just sending sometimes, because I'm guilty of it, man. We all sometimes judge people and judge things before we know, um, truly what's going on. But yeah, I just want to say a couple things. Man. I got a lot of things going on in my personal life. Nothing bad that I did. I just it's over a situation, man. And if you guys can continue praying for me or giving blessings, man, I appreciate it. Um, Sorry, guys, my sister. But yeah. So I was got a couple things to talk about today. So I was looking at some old uh messages on from Facebook from, like, I don't know, a few years ago, last year sometime, and I seen a post, um and these people was running me through the mud, boy. They was running me through the mud, and ain't none of them know me, man. They only know what they was told. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna say wasn't none of it. There wasn't truth behind any of it, because there certainly was. And the funny thing is like, there's always three sides to a story. Theirs, mine's, and then the truth. That's what they say anyway. I try to be as truthful as honest today, because I always wasn't that way. I used to be a liar. I used to be a manipulator. I used to blame. My favorite thing to do was to blame. I blamed everything and everyone for every problem that I've created in my life. From a childhood, yeah, I had a shitty childhood, man. I went through a lot of mental and physical. I used to get my ass whooped. I still took beatings for shit that I didn't even do. But you know what? And again, I hold no grudges for that, because nobody's perfect, and I learned to forgive. And holding on to resentments and anger like that, man, that just keeps you sick, man. That just keeps you hurting inside, man. You got to learn to forgive, and you certainly not gonna forget, man. But as long as you're holding on to it, as long as it's going to eat at you, man. And trust me, I can speak on these things because I personally went through them, and I let a lot of it go, man. Yeah, I still, hold resentments in sometimes, but I try my best to forgive everybody. And, it ain't just a one and done deal either, because your mind eats at you and you get these thoughts in your head, man. So you got to learn to let them go and lay them down. It's like if you're carrying all your problems in a backpack, and you start forgiving people and you taking it out and you start letting it go and you taking things out, and it gets lighter and lighter again. I have a habit of going back, turning around, circling around, putting it all back in there and carrying all around and carrying all that weight on my shoulders. And I still struggle with it, man. I try my best today not to, though, but like I said, man, I am not perfect. I am not some guru on YouTube that knows everything, because I don't. I'm new at doing a lot of things, man, and I'm just today, I hold myself to a higher standard because I know better now. And like I said in these previous videos, some that made I watch, once you know, man, you can't go back to not knowing. So now you're responsible for that. You know, you can't unknow something. You could use it as an excuse for a while, but once somebody, you know, puts you on game, you know better. It's either correct it or keep doing the same shit and getting the same results, man. You know, but it's funny, man, because I was reading this story, not a story, but it was a post, man, and it was like basically just, dragging me on Facebook, which, I don't give a fuck, because, Facebook ain't a real place, man. People live on there, man. They get distracted by all these videos and these celebrities. And, when we got real issues, there's people out there going hungry. We're getting food shortages, baby formula shortages. But, people's more caught up with, Amber Heard and whatever's going on with them, man. And it just blows my mind because, like, I see right through it. You got these people out here shooting up shit and killing innocent people, man. And, I don't know. To me, it just seems something doesn't seem right with it. I don't bind everything that I see anymore, because, these people lie, man, and I'm not saying, we'll just leave it at that, man. Just stop falling for this shit, man. The Amber Heard and what was it before that? I don't know. It doesn't even matter, man, because I don't even pay attention to none of it, man. I see it, but I see people just constantly, they're so caught up in this shit, man. It's like, I know people enjoy drama, man, and it's, it's exciting and it's, whatever, but, that shit ain't doing nothing. That's just garbage for your mind, man. Pick up a book, man, read it. Go walk in the woods, man. Look around, just, build something. Get a hobby, put a puzzle together. I don't care, man. Stop following that shit, man. It's there to doing exactly what it's doing. Distracting us, man. We got real issues going on. And it's just not, like I said about this channel's addiction. This can be about anything. If I get a comment and somebody want to talk about something, I'll be more than happy to talk about it. I got a good friend of mine that's, we're going to set up an interview. We're going to do an interview, and I'm going to try to probably do it in several parts. I'm trying to find the ins and outs now. And I appreciate you, Jay, for reaching out, wanting to be a part of this, man. That truly, that's good, man, because that's what we do, man. We keep what we have by giving it away, man. And so I was just, reading these words and all these people was like, yeah, he's never going to this, and he don't care, and this and that. And mind you, none of these people even know me. Not even the person that was typing it truly knows me. They might know some things that I may have told them or they may have heard secondhand, but it don't make it true, and some of it was true. I wasn't such a good person before. I neglected a lot of my responsibilities as a man and as a human being. Like I said, I put the blame on everything else. I always want to blame somebody else for the shit going on in my life. But you know what? I stopped blaming others. I started taking accountability for the shit that I was doing, and I started growing from it. I stopped living in the past. I stopped using drugs mainly, and my life started changing. And then what I did was I started recognizing like all these defects of character that I have, that I still have. It's a work, man. It's a walk, man, and it's work, and it's daily. I try to do an inventory, man. Every day I try to take some form of inventory. Was I resentful? Was I angry? Was I kind to others? Was I holding any grudges? Could I have did something better? What's going on? How do I feel today? Why am I feeling that way? Is it different from my normal routine? What's going on? I try to stop and look at things like that today, other than just say, oh, poor me, oh, my life's so bad. Man, I'm telling you, like, I literally work and go home. I don't hang with people. I do have some good friends now. We don't really hang together outside of work or whatever, because we all got families and we all got responsibilities. When at a certain point, that's just, some people do. I'm just not a go out type of person. If they know if they need me and they call, I'm there. That's it. I don't have to be the friend to be there to celebrate this and that, man. I'll be there when you got something bad going on, and they know they can count on me. So, I go to work, I come home, and I be with my kid, man. Because years and years of drug abuse, I miss them relationships with my other kids. I sit there every night, before I go to bed when my son does something crazy or like just something out of, he was laughing in the car on the way to Walmart today, and he's like, Daddy, you crazy. And it just blew my mind. Just that little sentence he said, got me thinking like, man, I miss so much of my other boys' life growing up, man. Time that I'll never get back. So guys, if you got kids out there, man, you need to grow up, show up, and you need to grow up. All right, you said that. But you just need to be in their life, man, or try, man. Try these, because, man, here pretty soon they're going to be, my kids is teenagers now, man. And, I'm sure they hold resentment toward me. I love them dearly, man. I truly do. And, I was caught up, man. I don't have an excuse for it, man. But none of it was their fault. It was me and the life that I was living. I was a drug addict since I was 9, man. That's all I'd known, So anyways, yeah, I just want to get back to real quick about judging, man. So, like, instead of, like, now, because, like I said, I'm guilty of it, too. I still got character defects, too. And I work on them, as they come. But, instead of, like, judging somebody, try to find out the truth information first. Don't just jump on fucking a Facebook post and start, yeah, F them and this and that, because I'm going to tell you, like, for one, God doesn't like ugly, and the shoe can be on the other foot any other time. One thing can't nobody say about me today is that I'm a bad dad. No one can say that. I've been a bad dad in the past, but to my son now and there, nobody can say that. I show up every day. I go to work every day. I do exactly what I'm supposed to do. I don't want any brownie points for that, but I'm new at it. I'm new at being a dad and stuff, I've had my son for almost a year now, and, he's taught me so much about myself, man. He's taught me so much about, having patience and understanding and just emotional wise, man. He because even in the beginning, I was an emotionally, I was getting counseling and everything just because I wanted to be the best parent that I can be. And, I'm still not perfect, but I love being around him every day. I don't have to, I do like sending him with his aunt and stuff. And, because they got kids up here, and he loves his aunt and stuff. And, he likes playing with her kids and stuff. And that's great. I love that. But, I can stay with my kid 24/7. And, yeah, it's nice to have a break. But, that's my job, man. I do have some exciting news coming up for the people that watch my channel and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to reveal that soon. Another thing I want to talk about. So, I do masonry work. And, I was doing a job last week sometime, and we was pulling out these pavers. So, there was probably like 3,000 of these pavers, So I was just thinking, like, man, I'll probably make a couple dollars on these, man. So I kept them. I said, hey, man, let's take these to my house and drop them off. I want to keep them. So I kept them. Well, I have 40 different people sending me a message on Facebook this morning asking what size, how much they weigh, how many I got, what price, what's the lowest price, could I show them one, could I dig in a pile that's, 12 rows down and show them one, what's the top made of, just all types of shit, man. So, but there was this one lady that just got on there, she sent me a message and she said, hey, she was so nice. I could just, how you could tell when somebody got like attitudes in it? I could tell when somebody has an attitude in the text messages or when they're like being a prick or whatever, man. I could just sense it, man, just how they send a message. And she just said, hey, do you have any available? I'm looking to get some. How much? And, so on and so on. So I text her back and I said, I got like 1,200 of them. You can take them all for whatever this price. And she texts me back and she says, oh, I only need about 200, but thank you anyway. That's way too many for me to have. But I do really appreciate you getting back to me. So I felt it on my spirit, man, to tell this lady, ma'am, just let me know however many you need, and I'll give them to you for this. Just don't let it be known because I'm not giving them to somebody else for this. So she was like, oh, that's awesome. We started talking back and forth. So anyway, she comes. She don't bullshit me. She says, hey, I'm coming, da-da-da. She shows up. And I'm going to tell you, wow. Like, this conversation I had with this woman was another God wink, man. It was amazing. You know, I always get this thing on my spirit when I'm stressed out because I get stressed easy and I want to worry about stuff. And I think I get that from my mother. Matter of fact, no, I get it from my mother. And I want to just worry and worry and worry and worry, especially when it comes to my child. And, you know, I'll sit there and I pray more now. I tell you all this. I'm not afraid. You know, I love God. I'm a God-fearing man. And every time, and I was talking to her with this, and I'm telling her what I'm telling you now, like, you know, hey, I stress out. But you know what I hear from God? And this woman looked at me, and she says, be still, I am God. This woman took the words right out of my mouth that I was going to say and said them. And it blew my freaking mind. Like I had got goosebumps on my arm immediately. And we stood there for about, I don't know, 25 minutes and we talked. And, you know, I don't want to put anything, you know, nobody knows who she is, but I'm not going to put, you know, anything of her personal information out there. But this woman shared some things with me, and it was like, it was a God wink, man. It was like this conversation me and her had was planned out, you know, long before I even came up to this city, man. And, you know, like, that's another thing, man. I just, you know, recognize the little miracles, man, that happen, man. Just, sometimes you got to be still, man. Be still and just sit there. And a lot of times that's what I do because, you know, I get worked up easy. I get stressed out. And I start wanting to make, you know, stupid decisions, man. I'm still human, man. I'm not perfect, you know. But, yeah, I just wanted to share that, man. And, you know, when she took them words right out of my mouth, it was just like, it was like she read my mind. And, like, I don't know, man. It was like, I know it might not sound amazing, but how she just took the words from my mouth, it just completely blew me away. Now, mind you, I don't know this woman. Now, mind you, I wasn't even going to take these brick pavers home because I'm like, man, I got to do all this work. I got to stack these shit up. You know, I do this shit all day. I don't want to do it at home. But I did, and it was just like, it was another God wink, man. And just, it's moments like that lets me truly appreciate how far I've come from where I was at in the gutter, man. You know, and it's amazing today, guys. And I just want to let the people out there know that's sick and they're suffering and they feel like they ain't got no hope. Man, I promise you, man, you can get on the other side. I never believed in my life that I would be sober, have a life, have custody of my kids, any of that. I literally, you know, I told you this before. I couldn't take care of a plant. I lost a dog. I didn't care about nothing, man. And, you know, I was okay with dying at that point because what am I living for anyway? I lived in a hell of, you know, just a sickening and, you know, wake up, get high, dope sick, can't get a hold of my guy, wait 4 hours for him to come when he's 10 minutes away. 4 hours later, man, he's 10 minutes away still. I'm like, God damn. You know, and it's just all the wasted time I've wasted over the years. Can you imagine the things I could have accomplished with all the wasted days and minutes and seconds that I wasted? Stop wasting time, guys. You know, you don't know when your number's going to be pulled. You don't know when your day is, man. Wake up. Your family needs you. Your kids need you. Because I promise the decision you're making today is going to have a lasting impact on their decisions they make 20, 15 years from now. You know, I promise you, it's worth it. It's not going to be easy, man. But you just got to start. You got to just start with day one. If you need help getting into treatment, reach out. I'll find you a bed. I will help you make your first steps, man. I'll do what I can for you, whoever you are. Reach out SkinnyJ at 2022 at gmail.com. SkinnyJ 2022 at gmail. That sound like a tongue twister. Why the hell I make it so? See, I make everything complicated. That's what I do. But seriously, guys, it's a blessing to be able to sit here and do this for you guys and for myself, because I get something out of it. And it's only by the grace of God. First and foremost, I got to give him all the credit, man, because without him, I'd have the worms eating my flesh, because I wouldn't be here today. You know, God bless you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Anybody needs anything, reach out. And if y'all's watching these videos, man, don't be afraid to comment. Speak how you feel. And like that button, man, if you like the video. Smash it, punch it, kick it, choke it. Just push that button, guys. Hey, I appreciate you, man. God bless.